Well, we're at the Eagle Release Tower, the artificial nesting tower on Douglas Lake in East Tennessee. And today the Florida eaglet was exactly 6 weeks of age. Wow, 7 pounds. 6 weeks old, yeah. You got these talons. I want to show you these little blood feathers coming in right here. Getting some of his little brown feathers there coming into his wings. It says, "Leave my wings alone, for God's sakes." So I'll put you in the carrier, get you ready to go, little one. Going out to the wilderness today. Little tail feathers, just little tiny ones. Yeah. He's got some coming into his back already. Probably in about a week he's going to have mostly brown feathers. Okay, I'll take this out to the van. And we felt it was time now that we took him from the foundation facility in Pigeon Forge and brought him up to this nesting tower so he could start acclimating to this lake, really starting to believe that this is his nest. And this is actually where he'll first learn to fly. The way it works is that wherever an eagle first learns to fly, it will usually come back to that general area when it finds a mate, when it's about 4 or 5 years of age. Does it on the baby. Before we actually put the eaglet in the hack tower today, we had to do some preparations. We made sure that inside was a real comfortable and warm nest. We put some more pine needles in it, and did some other modifications to make sure that there would be no entry points for raccoons to come in during the next 6 weeks and do any harm to the bird. Going to make this place nice and warm for this baby. He's going to be adjusting to some new weather conditions, a little bit colder weather. We tried to introduce the cold to him slowly, even when he was in the room back at the facility. But we want to make sure, in case we get a few little cold spells at night, that he's real warm in here. These are pine needles. It's nice warm bedding material. In addition to bringing the Florida eaglet up here today, we also brought Osceola, a one-winged educational eagle that the foundation cares for. We're going to leave him up here for about 6 weeks or 7 weeks with this youngster, hoping that the young eagle will model its behavior after a real adult bird. Here you go, little one. This is your new home for the next 6 weeks. We're going to get you settled in here. Put you right in here. There you go. Nice and warm up here for you. After placing the eaglet in the hack tower, we chopped up a trout and put it on a tray and put it in there without him seeing us serving the food. And he didn't waste any time at all to finish that trout, in probably in about 15 minutes. Now, while the eaglet is up in the hack tower for the next 6 or 7 weeks, we're going to be very cautious that this eagle never knows that his food is being presented and served to him by a human being. We want to eliminate the possibility of this eagle becoming human imprinted, which means it would think it's a person and therefore would seek out people for food once it's in the wild. And we accomplish that by continuing to use camouflage when we need to do certain activities around the bird, but also we'll use a sliding drawer system where we put the food in a tray and slide it in so that he doesn't see where the food's coming from. We also give water to the bird in the same way. We can observe the bird through a one-way mirrored glass window to help keep a daily eye on the bird's progress. So at about 13 weeks of age, we will release him from this hack tower. The gate at the front of the hack tower will be raised, and the eaglet will be free to leave whenever it wants. We don't force them out the door. We try to let them take their time and decide when the time is right. They'll usually spend a lot of time up here flapping their wings, starting to exercise between now and release day, and so that their wings are strong enough to make the first flight. Now, prior to release, we'll attach what we call a patagial tag, or a patagial marker, on its wing. And the way that works is it'll be on its patagial, which is right around this area of the wing, and so that this will be able to be read from not only up in the air when he's flying, but also when he's perched in a tree. And that'll help us identify him wherever he might fly, because he more than likely will not stay in Tennessee. Young eagles are notorious roamers. They'll roam all over the United States. So we expect this bird to do the same. And so if this bird is seen up in Ohio and someone sees it or takes a picture of it, then they can give us a report that the eagle is doing real well. And that's what we're hoping for, and that's the reason why we put these markers on. This tag and a radio transmitter placed on its middle tail feather for tracking will eventually fall off.